Ted Cruz cracking down. John McCain fired up. Both here, ready to rip. Welcome, everybody. I'm Neil Cavuto, and get ready to get hit again. And just let this figure sink in today. $1.5 trillion. That is how much House Democrats want to hike taxes over the next 10 years. And they're apparently already started planning how they're going to spend the dough. More for education, more for infrastructure, more or less, a lot more spending.
Budgets reflect the choices we make for our country. They show what we care about. They also show what we care less about.
And apparently reining in that spending is what they care less about. Very creative when it comes to finding ways to get more money. Not too creative when it comes to finding ways to save money. In fact, bashing those who even try, including Paul Ryan, for even thinking there's an entitlement problem in this country.
Was very damaging to our children and their future. Giving tax cuts to ship jobs overseas rather than and making seniors pay more for prescription drugs. It's appalling.
To Jimmy Kemp on what's really appalling, all of this spending. His dad, Jack Kemp, warned about this. Jimmy carrying the torch, trying to stop this. But Jimmy, it goes on unabated. Unabated. What do you make of it?
Well, it comes from a misunderstanding of what really creates jobs in a growing economy, Neil, as you know, and we've got to reform the tax code. You have to do a budget. Paul Ryan has done a very serious job, and he's asked folks on the other side of the aisle to come with him. Just witness what he did last year with a couple months ago with Senator Murray. Paul's a serious guy. He does understand that growth and getting tax rates right is the most important thing to grow the pie so that we can do the things that are important for the country. Unfortunately, there is not enough engagement on the other side for Paul Ryan to.
But even on his side, Jim, I mean, you think about it. I mean, Paul Ryan hasn't found a lot of Republicans to agree with him and go out on the limb and say, you know, we do have this entitlement problem. We do have to kind of at least rein the growth in a little bit. And what he has proposed is hardly draconian. But even that limited effort, and I do not say that disparagingly of the congressman, it gets him in a whole heap of trouble and all but characterized as a monster, you know?
No, you're right. Look, we're not, when you talk about a whole heap of trouble, it's ridiculous that is a whole heap of trouble. Politicians should care first about their country before they care about whether or not they get elected. That's the best long-term political plan. And frankly, I think Paul Ryan and many other of our leaders understand it. There are some who don't and try to score political points. Elections are democratic, and so this is what we deal with, Neil. But I think the force of right ideas and the American idea, which is what we fight for at the Jack Kemp Foundation, I think that in the long term that will win, and people will see that we need economic growth. We need corporate tax rates to be lower, to be right-sized, and individuals and small business owners' tax rates to be right-sized. They're not right now. Look at the competition around the world. We have got to be competitive globally from a tax perspective, and we've got to bring corporate money back home. We've got to repatriate that money so that we can do some of the things that the Democrats want to do that are good. We do want to better educate folks, but you're right, you can't go forward with nonstop budget deficits and increasing taxes to pay for things that when we can't pay for the things that are already in our government, like Medicare.
Well put, Jimmy. Good seeing you again. Jimmy Kemp, in the meantime, forget tax hikes. A Democrat pushing tax cuts? What the chuck? Why is the phantom of higher taxes palling around with the Phantom of the Opera calling for tax breaks? It's true. Maybe because Chuck Schumer knows they work. Tonight at 8 p.m. on FBN, when liberals take off their mask to reveal they're in a Reagan?